invincible. I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries.
Welcome back. Matriarchs of Fandom. It has been a while since we all got back, and we have a new member sitting in, and we have two new guests with us, both from the Klingon Empire. We were missing just one, and that's Miss Abigail Garrett. I sent a message to her. She might join us later. But anyway, we are here.
Looks like we lost Nancy. Excuse me.
Well, we didn't. I don't know how come I don't know why my picture is gone.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Yeah, it's like your camera got cut off. That's mainly what happens when the silhouette comes up. Your camera's off. So I don't know if
you might need to toggle something on your computer, Nancy. Check your camera. I'm sorry to have interrupted.
No, you're fine.
I can hear everybody, and so.
All right. So ladies, we broke it off just before Thanksgiving, leading into Christmas, because there she is.
Hey.
That's our Christmas. I mean, that's our break. And so let me start off by saying Happy New Year, of course. And
Happy New Year.
How was your Christmas? Uh-oh. Lady Gray can't hear us. Oh, no. Let's start with Katala, and then I'm going to try to fix this problem with Lady Gray. How was your Christmas?
It was quiet. I picked myself up a brand new laptop because my other one went to Stovacor, so I've got a new gaming laptop, and then I also picked up a new desktop for myself, and I received a couple of wonderful books, and life is good.
All right. As I like to call her, the First Lady of Fandom, Ms. Liz, how was your Christmas?
I had a good Christmas. Essentially, the biggest thing I got, which I bought after Christmas, is I got myself a lightsaber. That's the biggest thing I got. I got some really good stuff. And apparently a couple of my friends and neighbors figured I needed alcohol for Christmas. Because I got a bottle of wine, a bottle of brandy, a bottle of cognac, and I think that, and Bailey's and cream.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Wow.
And then a couple of, I got a couple of other things, and but the biggest thing which thanks to Calibus, I was able to find the lightsaber, and I bought it, and I have it, and I'm taking it to MarsCon with me, and I'll get Marcus to help me put it together, and I got a new belt for my uniform. A really proper Jedi belt, not as like the one I have,
Right.
which will now go where it needs to go.
Well, let's our new member. She is Marky Mark's wife, Ms. Marshall. How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was wonderful. Spent time with the family and ate well. That's about it.
I hear that. Lady Gray.
She's muted, or I'm muted.
No, I'm here now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Okay.
good.
Okay, well, first of all, Miss Liz, you need to bring your lightsaber out to lightsaber class. Just throwing that out there. But I had a good Christmas. Family, of course, in town, and they all spoiled me. My big present was I got a new Cricut Maker 3. So we'll see what kind of magic I can come up with that. I got a cool new watch band that has Harry Potter on it. Well, actually, it's got Draco on it because I like Draco. I got lots of Funko Pops and just all kinds of cool stuff. Lots of geeky, nerdy stuff. So it was a good Christmas as always.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that the matriarchs have a thing for bad boys. I just you ladies. All right.
No.
With our new guests. Lady Tilka, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was quiet. I buy my husband a lot of Star Trek stuff, and so he gets the T-shirts and the sweatshirts. He got a little Cisco, Captain Cisco ornament. Some of the other stuff is no, I don't know. There we go. It's behind me and over to there. Yes, some of the stuff we've collected. My big gift was an iPad, which I still don't know how to use because everything else is I've got an Android phone and just a regular laptop, not a MacBook or anything like that. So I haven't figured out how to make the transitions and transfer stuff from one to the other. But that's for another day.
All right. And wearing her crest and her Klingon stuff proudly, and with a bat lift behind her. Nancy, how was your Christmas?
It was very quiet. We didn't exchange gifts, but we did go to friend's house for Christmas Eve, and then we went to other friend's house for Christmas Day, and we had a nice meal Christmas Eve, and we ate well on Christmas Day. It was quiet.
So
like Snoop Dogg says, the best plans are no plans.
Oh,
sometimes, and you just want to relax and chill.
Nice. All right, ladies. And this is unprecedented. This is the first time. Listen to Mickey Mouse. This is the first time that we've had a lot. A Star Trek influence here on the show. So I'm gonna look into maybe a Star Trek female-driven show. And then I want at the end of it, Lady Tilka can actually tell you guys a little bit again about the work that she does for the IKF, and it's very important, and it's a message that we need to get out there. But before we get into that, let's get into what we're talking about now, which is conventions. We have a convention tomorrow here in our local area of Hampton Roads called MarsCon. I want to know what you guys love about conventions. And Lady Gray, since you are the start, of getting this together, what do you love about conventions?
I love all the costumes. I love to see everybody get out there and just. I feel like for the rest of the time we have to kind of keep our geek a little bit on the down low, and it's you get to the conventions and you can just let your geek flag fly, and just everything there is just, I don't want to sound corny, but it's like a safe space for geeks.
I don't think there's anything corny about that. I mean, like you said, at a convention is, no pun intended, to let your hair down and really just own your cosplay. A lot of us don't really get to, experience that fun and that camaraderie when we're all together. So Miss Nancy, what are your favorite things about conventions?
What I like about the conventions is that the people that we've been talking to online all this time, we get to meet in person and we get to wear our costumes and we feel like we're part of a group that's a lot of fun. And and you get to meet them in person. So they look the same almost, but it's nice to meet them in person. That's what I liked the most about it. And helping other people with their costumes and that, and then and hearing the other people talk, the stars, the celebrities talk on the stage, and then you can ask questions. And that was a lot of fun too. That's a lot of fun.
All right. Okay. I definitely enjoy that as well. That whole thing. But I think it's, especially now that I'm older, getting to meet all you from around the country in one location for that weekend is one of the things that I truly enjoy.
All the people that you've seen online all this time, you get to meet in person and chat, and it's nice. I enjoyed that the most.
All right, so
Hey, John.
Miss Marshall,
Hi,
what
John.
do you like about the conventions? Because I've seen your pictures of you at various conventions with Marky Mark there. So what do you like about the conventions?
Mark.
I enjoy going to the panels, listening to stories that I've never heard before, or even the same stories I've heard over and over again. And I enjoy the costumes. I usually dress up in my little Star Trek outfit or something and just having a good time, meeting people that like the same thing that I like.
And your what is your favorite cosplay when you go?
Usually I have a Batgirl outfit that I like to wear. It's pretty old, but I enjoy have my little hair and my wig and my little yellow and black outfit. And so I've wore that one many, many times.
Oh, okay. Well, we're doing the Dogs of Gotham. We might have to have Batgirl come in on there. Nancy, I see you have is that your husband? Is he getting ready to leave?
Oh, yes, this is John.
Hi.
How you
Hi,
doing
John.
there,
How you
sir?
doing?
How are you? Say hi to Don.
I will. He's in
And
the other room.
John enjoys going to the cons with me, and we have a lot of fun together.
I thought you were going to say it.
Well, it's more like the case that our husbands kind of put up with us.
That's true. Yeah.
That's very true.
Keeps you off the street. And
Yeah,
out of the bar.
keeps us busy.
Or maybe
Yeah.
in the bar. I don't know.
All right. So, Lady Tilka, what is your take on the conventions? What do you like most about them?
I'll let you guys come.
Are you talking to me?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's Tika.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tika.
Yeah, Lady of the House of Grilka. But I've only been to one convention actually, to the last one held in Cherry Hill, and I was not in costume because I was a fairly new member. Well, I don't know how long I'd been a member of IKF, and I just hadn't done a costume. I hadn't figured anything out yet. But I did get to meet some of the other members, and they had some pretty elaborate costumes, and that was pretty cool. But I did really enjoy seeing the cast members get up and speak and reminisce and just talk about. A lot of times it's just stream of consciousness. Sometimes they were answering questions from the audience. I think that was probably the most fun. I keep hoping that they're going to come back to Cherry Hill. But,
Yes, I wish.
Yeah, because there's a lot of us in the New Jersey and southeastern Pennsylvania area that would really love for there to be a convention again. But I think there is a convention coming up sometime in Philadelphia, but it's not Creation, and I don't think it is specifically Trek. I saw it somewhere, and I think it's in April. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Martok's going to be there.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. I told it to Robert because we posted it in the Proud Warriors of Kronos, and he was like, "Well, that's right next. I mean, that's like my backyard." I was like, "Yeah, man."
Mhm.
All
Okay.
right.
We'll have to find out more about that one, Annette.
Yeah, I'll have to search around. I don't remember where I saw it. But
Maybe Robert knows. We'll
yeah, Robert
contact
knows
him.
everything about conventions.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Liz. Your favorite things about cons?
Family reunion. That's the only time I get to see my geek fandom, which I consider my family. Even though we're not blood related, they're just some of those people I've known longer than just about anybody. And that's the only time I get to see them. So I consider it a family reunion, and wearing costumes, and as everybody agrees, getting to geek out and be normal. And
Our brand of normal.
huh?
Our brand of normal.
Yes.
That's our
Well,
normal.
as we say, what is normal?
It's whatever we want it to be.
That's right.
But
That's right.
and I saw your big orange kitty.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, that was Oliver who was coming to check things out. Much better. Nancy's. Is that Sadie?
That's Sadie.
Yeah, Sadie was is much better behaved than Oliver.
Well, Albus is sitting right here off camera.
Albus Dumbledore.
All right.
Yeah, that's Albus Dumbledore. And
Katala,
Maggie
what do you like
McGonagall's
most?
upstairs.
What do you like most about conventions?
It will be getting to debut my new uniform that I'm working on. It'll be all leather, and meeting
Nice.
friends that are family.
And you're coming out to the East Coast, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yay! If we can get you a little bit farther north, then maybe you can come to the Philadelphia.
Bribe me with coffee and chocolate.
Chocolate I can do. Coffee I haven't a clue about. I'm a tea drinker.
Well, tea will work too. Tea will work too.
Okay, it's the chocolate that's important.
Yes.
So, ladies, as I said before, we have MarsCon starting tomorrow. I'm unable to go to MarsCon, sadly, but we have GalaxyCon, which is in Richmond, which I definitely will be there for. What is your favorite? And I'm asking a room full of Trekkers this, and this is, I know this. What's your favorite cosplay? I'm going to start with Ms. Marshall. At the convention. I know you said you had your Batgirl one, but I've seen you in some Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, I have my Star Trek stuff, and I have Maleficent. Gee whiz. I'm trying to think what else that I usually do. Mainly the two, the Star Trek and the Batgirl that I usually do when I go to cons. Sometimes I just wear a shirt if I don't feel like dressing out, but that's what I usually do when I go to the cons.
Okay. All right. Lady Gray.
Ooh, it always seems like the one I'm working on currently is my favorite, and it always gets replaced. I guess I'm kind of fickle, but out of all the ones I've done, I love my Professor McGonagall, though I can't fit my fat butt in it right now. And I like my Pink Jedi because I think my Pink Jedi reflects my personality the best. So out of all of them, probably those two.
All right. Miss Nancy.
The first one I ever went to, I was a science officer, Star Trek, guest of Federation. And so then after that, I met some Klingons there. and I had a lot of fun with that. So then I started working on my Klingon outfit. So
Yeah, I forgot about
Yes.
that one.
that's it.
Yeah, I don't want to break what I'm saying, but how did you? Because I mean, I too went from Federation to Klingon. How did you make that transition? It was just something that they were,
Well,
they
because
appealed more.
Worf, Kalar, and B'Elanna are in the Federation. And so it was an easy transition. So the Klingon that I am is not a Klingon that's not the Klingon that I am is in the Federation.
All right, nice. Lady Tika.
The convention that I went to, we wore the off-duty uniform, which was a black T-shirt with a patch for IKF, which was I think it was triangular, and it had the Klingon trefoil, and then it had the IKF flames or something. But it was basically a black T-shirt with a patch on it. I'm still kind of thinking about how I'm going to do this because my character, Lady Tika, is half Klingon, half Elarian. And so that means I don't have to have bushy eyebrows. If you know, if you notice, Guinan has no eyebrows at all. So in between, the Elarian and the Klingon, I can just have more normal eyebrows. But I'm working on something that's, since I'm not a military rank, I'm a civilian Klingon. I don't really have to be so specific with all of the leather and the silver and the cast iron bustier that shows your cleavage in the little peephole there. I don't have to do any of that. I can be a little bit, as a civilian, I can kind of do whatever I want. And
I
so
think
I'm
of
working on
Annette.
that.
I think of Lady Tika as an ambassador. And she is a Klingon who is an ambassador of the Empire. That's how I think of your costume
Oh, nice.
or what you do.
You're going to have to help me with that, Nancy.
Okay.
Um,
I'm more of a caretaker than an ambassador, but
Okay.
we'll get into the whole, Department of Battle Recovery later.
Right.
So, we the Proud Warriors Kronos, we have our ambassador, which is Lady Tika. Why don't you tell us since you're getting your costume together, so I'm pretty sure that's it. But go ahead, tell us about it.
It is leather top, leather split skirt, and I've got the leather half boots, so I could either use it for running around the ship or scouting or hunting. But my first costume was the original series Klingon, so I had the boots, the short, still black silk dress, and had fun terrorizing the Federation.
Everybody
Always
picks
been
on the
Klingon.
Federation. Everybody picks on Miss Liz.
Well, you know me, I've been rotating costumes since 1972, so I have quite a closet full. But I'd say my favorites that I actually like wearing and I enjoy wearing is I like my Professor McGonagall. She's very comfortable. And my Doctor Who is very comfortable. It's easy to get in and out of. And it doesn't take much. It's not, not a lot of work at it. But the ones I wore for years and years were my Stargate SG-1 outfits, and I have 3 of those. The various different seasons. And then I have 3 Star Trek outfits, which I basically, like she says, I have kind of outgrown. And that's pretty much it. I did a pirate one once because we did a pirate theme one year. So I have a pirate outfit, but I've only worn it that one time. And I also have one of those, oh God, the one where they mixed 18th century with, God, I can't remember the name of the genre, but it's 18th century outfits with the future outfits.
Steampunk.
That's it, steampunk.
Yes, steampunk.
So yeah, and I got a steampunk outfit too, which I also did which I've only worn like twice because I had to wear it for this particular convention. Oh, Marky Mark wants to know who's my favorite Doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
David Tennant, of course.
John Pertwee.
And then but my outfit is Matt Smith because it was, and I grew up on Tom Baker. So, and I like Peter Davidson too because I've met him.
Really?
More than once. He's a cool guy.
Do you belong to the Prydonians?
As far as the series is concerned, I'd have to go with David Tennant. He did a fabulous job.
Lady Tika, could you ask that question again?
I was going to say, do you belong to the Prydonians of Princeton?
No.
Have you heard of them?
No.
Oh, okay. They started out as a Doctor Who group, and it was actually that group that they kind of shifted to include other sci-fi, and they were the ones that got me interested in Next Gen, because I had grown up watching, as a kid, watching the original series, hadn't really gotten much into Next Gen, and we were at a meeting with the Prydonians, and at whatever time it was that Next Gen came on, everybody stopped and sat, gathered around the TV and watched it, and that got me into to being a Star Trek fan. They've been around at least 40 years.
My Star Trek group has also been around for 42 years.
Yeah, there's still a couple of people there from the beginning. I lost track of them, and somebody who is in Starfleet, Challenger, USS Challenger Starfleet group, which is Ocean County, New Jersey. I somehow met him. I think it was the Susquehannock group that Nancy connected me with.
Oh yeah,
and
that's a great group, by the way.
Yeah, and Bob Vossler is a member of that group because he's the captain of Challenger. And we went, there was a little Comic-Con kind of thing nearby, and we met up, and I mentioned Prydonians of Princeton. He said, "Oh yeah, they're still around." I'm like, "Really? How and where?" And he said, "Oh, they're on Facebook." And so I reconnected, and so I get the updates on Doctor Who. You might be interested. It's PRY, Prydonians of Princeton, PRYNCE, Princeton.
Nice. All right, ladies. We kind of got through this one without any of those Miss Liz moments.
What do you mean, Miss Liz moments?
Dang it.
The last couple of times we've done this show, Miss Liz, you've totally got me just
This because we were talking about cute, eye candy.
We can always do another eye candy one. I think.
Oh yeah, we can
Yes,
always
please.
do some more hubba hubbas.
Look,
Yes,
I'm gonna need backup if we're gonna do that. Maybe I'll drag Marky Mark in it next time with something like that, because you guys had me just totally.
Want some refreshments?
Oh, I have.
I mean,
Can we help it? We like guys too,
Thank you.
No
We
problem.
may not be able to do anything about it, but we like them.
let me say this, that especially since, like I said, this is unprecedented. I mean, having a lot of you being Star Trek fans, was and then here comes the car. I knew it was coming. Hubba hubba moments. I want you guys to think about that. Maybe we can do a Star Trek show just with you ladies, because I know a lot of times you guys don't get the voice that you need to have out there in the fandom. And again, this show is for you. I don't narrate the show. It's what you guys want to say and what you guys want to do. I'm here, unfortunately, in those hubba hubba moments.
Hey, we
Bluffing
got a
off
lot of those
screen.
in Star Trek. Thank you very much.
Look, I enjoy hearing those point of view, because when we came up with this idea of this lady's show, I was thinking about it, and so was Jedi Joe, and I was like, I want them to be able to express themselves, and have their voice. So I'm thinking about that for Star Trek, especially having for the first time I've got 3 major Klingon fandoms and 2 Federation people here. And then there's, Miss Lady Gray, who's kind of like, I watch it all, type deal. So,
Yes,
I mean,
so do I.
it's just really great to see all of you and have you all here. We're missing Miss Garrett, but she is prepping for MarsCon. So they're getting everything together for MarsCon over there. And I am just glad that you guys are back. Our guests, Lady Tika, Miss Nancy, if you would ever want to join us again, you're free to do so. You can either contact myself, Takala, or Lady Gray.
You know that several of us are old enough to be first generation Treks. I'm sure Lady Tika is old enough to be first generation Trek.
Oh,
Well,
I grew up watching the original series. Sure.
See, she's first generation too.
I saw the original series. Yes.
Same here. See, they got 3 of us.
Yeah.
okay. Now you're making me feel kind of young, and
Isn't that a good thing?
at 52, I don't
Then
know.
definitely embrace that feeling young.
I enjoyed the original Trek. That's what I grew up with. Generations didn't take off for me. I mean, it started my whole Klingon journey because we got to see war, we got to see the expansion of the Klingon people, and it just sparked an interest. And of course, when DS9 hit, it was Klingon all the way.
That was my favorite. That's my favorite.
It was just Klingon after, So, in 2 weeks, you guys come back and grace us with your presence once again. Again, if you 2 ladies would like to join us, you're more than welcome. For you matriarchs that are standing members here, you guys need to come up with a nice little concept, but I'm definitely going to be in touch with the rest of you about maybe a Star Trek female show.
I think that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Have your voices out there.
There are a lot of women who are Star Trek fans, whether they're Starfleet or Klingon. There's a lot of us out there, and it seems that the fan groups are, more male dominated, but there's plenty of women who are fans.
Well, then that sounds like a thing that we'll do,
Hmm.
Sounds
because
good.
I just want you guys to have a voice. Um, and it's important. It's very important because a lot of men probably won't say it, but you guys give us a lot of the insight and a lot of the stuff from the fandoms. You know what I mean? You're not just eye candy. You guys are important. Your mothers, your warriors, your teachers. It's important. It's very important. And I want to thank you all. Yes, Mickey, I want to thank you too.
Calibus gave me that for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
But Lady Tika, please tell us what you're doing with the battle recovery. Oh, wait a minute. Just before we do that, Three Luchador says hi.
Hi, you luchadors.
They do all our engraving, from hats to knives to flasks, shot glasses. Three Luchadors is our thing. But again,
Cool.
Lady Tika.
Okay.
Recovery.
I am the director of IKF Department of Battle Recovery. We are the only group in fandom that has kind of a group for any Klingon who is having some kind of difficulty, some kind of a battle. Nancy is one of my I don't know what the heck your title is, but anyway, she's another person. We also have Jeremy Van Allen, and the three of us, we talk to people either on the page on Facebook, or we have done our fair share of talking to people on Messenger where they might need some extra encouragement and listening. One of the things that I have been trying to get people involved in, because I have found it so rewarding, is something that actually Nancy and I started before the pandemic, and we collected food. We bought food. Every time I'd go to the Acme, I'd pick up something else, and we did that for a couple of months. We got together. We were over in the Lehigh Valley before Christmas, and she ended up with, what was it, 60 pounds of food?
Oh, I
Nancy?
think it was even more than that. It was
More than that?
amazing the amount of food we collected. When there's a sale at the supermarket and it's buy for $2, you get 4 cans of vegetables, or you get macaroni 2 for $1, or whatever you get.
Yeah.
And we would pick up a little bit extra each time. And then I would put up a sign at work, and people would bring in non-perishables. And we had an enormous amount of food that we donated to different local pantries, food pantries for people in need. So there's one that I've donated to in my area, which was Quakertown, Pennsylvania. And then there's one that Annette donates in her area in New Jersey. So between the two of us, we've collected quite a bit. And then we get some other people to sometimes donate too. So it's nice. It's a nice feeling. And then I had at the food pantry that I did, I brought some extra headpieces, and the people who were running the food pantry, I dressed them up as Klingons. We were all Klingons, and we did a little photo shoot, and they were very good sports about it. And they were Klingons, and we took pictures of all the food. We weighed the food, and they sent us a very nice thank you. So it's a very nice feeling. And that did the same thing. Recently, she's been doing quite a bit in New Jersey.
Yeah.
With raising the food and
Well, we don't
non-perishables.
do food.
Non-perishables.
Yeah, it's toiletries and cleaning products, and dog and cat food and treats. And they don't know who I am. I go up and I leave boxes, and I print out a big Klingon symbol, and then I have it written down, printed out also, where it says Imperial Klingon Forces Department of Battle Recovery. And the first time I did it, the woman who runs this local charity, it's right in my development. It did click with her that this was a Star Trek group, and so she just blithely put down kind of, oh, the Imperial Klingon forces, battle
And she
recovery,
didn't know who you
and she
were.
didn't know who we were, and she said
Great.
after I think after I made the second anonymous delivery, her husband said, that's a Star Trek thing. And then she said that it clicked, and she said, I almost peed in my pants. I was laughing so hard. And so she, whenever I drop something off, she posts on her page. It's called the Giving Cabinet. That she said, well, they've struck again. I love it when I see that symbol on my front porch, and I know that they've dropped off something that we need.
Has she met you yet? Has she met you yet?
I am
No.
anonymous. They know, they have. Unfortunately, one of my clients figured it out, but because my clients all know that I'm a Trekkie, and one of them figured it out. But other than that, nobody knows who is Imperial Klingon Forces. The woman who runs the charity, she thought when she saw battle and recovery, she thought we were an addictions recovery group, people who were battling addictions, and we were in recovery. The Klingon just went right over her head. And so when she finally put it all together, that's when she said she laughed so hard she nearly peed herself.
Oh, that's so great.
So she always puts something nice when I drop something off. What I've been trying to do is when I repost this stuff, when I've made a delivery to the groups, to Proud Warriors of Kronos and to the IKF groups and to the Department of Battle Recovery, is not to say, oh, look at me, I'm so wonderful. I keep telling people this is good for your mental health.
Yes.
And I talked about a personal time. I was down in the dumps about something, and I'm looking at this stuff in my living room, and I'm like, I'm going to just I'm so tired of looking at this in the living room. I'm going to take this over. And by the time I had taken it over, and she only is about a mile or a little over a mile from where I live, dropped it off. By the time I got back, my mood had lifted. And there is something about, in helping others, we help ourselves.
Yes.
Doing something charitable lifts your mood, makes you feel just lighter and more positive. And so that's what I've been trying to get through to people, is that giving is good for your mental health. And it doesn't, I find the act of buying, or even getting it from wherever I get it from, some from Amazon, some from Costco, whatever, and delivering it and putting the Klingon symbol on it, is much more satisfying than writing a check or Venmoing money or something like that, or giving my credit card number. The actual part of delivering it is what gives me the boost. And, do I have a lot of money? No. I am fortunate enough that I'm still working and I can afford to make a delivery once a month. But I know a lot of people, it doesn't have to be much. There's somebody who has less than you have.
Yeah.
And so find something. Or if you don't have money, maybe there's something you can do that helps others. But helping others helps yourself. And it also gets the name of the Klingons out there.
That's right. You know what Annette and I are trying to do is to show that our fandom can be used in a positive way to help others, and that we don't have to just dress up in costume and go to conventions and talk with each other. We can put that fandom to positive use for everybody, And so that's what we're trying to do. So, and on Monday, in Quakertown, we're having a 15% off of your 15% of your food that you order, whether it's dine in or take out, at the Copperhead Grill. If you go there and dine in or take out, you have to tell them that you're here for the Vet to Vet fundraising. And what they do is veterans helping veterans. And so a good friend of mine is a veteran, Vietnam War veteran. He and his wife take in a new puppy every few months, and they train that puppy, and then it goes towards training, and a veteran will get that puppy and be a service dog for that veteran. And so that's what this is for. So to purchase new puppies for their vet care and for
The
training.
The training
that's
is
what,
very expensive.
That's what we're doing on Monday. And hopefully there'll be a good showing and everyone will come out. I know you guys aren't in that area, but
I really wish I could be there, Nancy, because
that's one of our hangouts.
Yes, whenever my husband and I are over in the Lehigh Valley, we try and meet up with Nancy and John, and we love meeting them at the Copperhead Grill. And I really wish we had, we were able to get over there, because that is such a good cause and it's a good place to eat.
So I hope that enough people show up and mention the vet to vet so that 15% of their food purchase will go towards that donation for vet to vet for the new puppies and training. So that's what we're doing on Monday. So that's another little thing.
I went ahead and reposted our broadcast in our Proud Warriors of Kronos group. So maybe people in the area, that local area, will hear what you're saying and definitely, come out and support your cause. I mean, I think it's very important, and I love what you guys have done. So we're going to try to, we'll talk with you guys about trying to get a Star Trek thing together for females. I think that'll be the way to go. I'm just shocked to see that this happened today like this, seeing just like, Klingons and Federation members, and then of course our casual fan down below. But it was great to see all of your faces again, and our new face, Miss Yolanda Marshall. I'm glad to see you here, and I'm glad that you're a part of the show from now on. And when you can make it, you can make it. I greatly appreciate you being here. Of course, Lady Gray, you and I work together getting this show out here and everything else, and of course becoming my new right hand, especially the admin and the head of my page on the Proud Warriors of Kronos.
Katala, yes, congratulations. Not only is she the ambassador, now she's the admin.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
All right, ladies. In 2 weeks, we shall re-adjourn. And again, if you two ladies would like to join us, you're more than welcome.
Just send us the link.
Send us the link. Send us a link.
Yeah.
Will I see?
Go ahead.
Will I see Yolanda tomorrow or this weekend?
Yes, I'll be at Mars Con Saturday and Sunday.
Where is Mars Con? Where is that?
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Little far for us.
But we're all looking forward to Richmond, Galaxy Con up in Richmond.
Yes.
That's going to be our big one. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I can't make this small one, is because, I had to adult and make some tough decisions, and I was heartbroken. But everything is kind of going for this con. I've got to get my Mando costume ready. Although after seeing all these Klingons, I'm thinking maybe it's time to put back on the headgear and strut a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'll tell you, the most fun we had was when there were 6 or 7 of us. We were all dressed in our full Klingon regalia, and we walked into Cherry Hill with our batliths and our costumes on. It was amazing. People just stopped and came over and were taking pictures, and it was just a lot of fun. Kids were coming over and they wanted their picture with us. Adults were coming over. It had a lot of fun. It's just a big group of us all in the same costumes, and we had so much fun. That was a great one.
Let me say this. There is nothing more impressive. I remember my first con, and that was the first time that I had seen the Klingons.
Yeah.
There was nothing more impressive than seeing a group of Klingons together. The only thing that comes close is when you see a bunch of stormtroopers together.
Yeah.
That is it. That is it.
I can imagine.
That is it.
Yeah.
So It is just crazy. But in 2 weeks we come back with another show. I'm going to be talking with you guys about the Klingon. I mean about the Star Trek show for the females, for you ladies. And gosh, it's just great to be back. And I thank you all for showing up.
Thank you for having us.
All right,
Have a good
thank
night.
you. Good night.
Good night.